Hi there. Today we're going to review Fox Hill Elementary Student Handbook. First, I'm going to summarize the two major sections of our handbook. There are two main sections. The first one, we begin with a message from the principal to all staff and students, families, and community members. We then touch on our vision and mission statements and talk about how those align with the work that we do each day. We list out all possible necessary contact information and an overview of our PTA. The remainder of this section covers programs and procedures that Fox Hill has to offer their students and families. The second section of our student handbook lists out all the district information and policies. This encompasses the three main components of our handbook. Due process around student rights and responsibilities is the first. In a way, this component aligns with the next component, the PBIS piece. That is our positive behavior interventions and supports, as it states the expectations and standards of which we hold our students to. The last component is the student code of conduct. This is where parents can find the expectations of students when it comes to appropriate conduct within the school. Our student handbook is directly aligned with our district policy. The people and processes that update the handbook are as follows. Our principal, assistant principal, administrative assistants, and encore teachers are the ones who update our student handbook each year. This varies from year to year based on who is able to help in this process. The process for sharing the handbook with stakeholders is summarized as follows. Staff receive a paper copy of this handbook and a link to a digital version at the beginning of each year, and it is updated. Students and families have access to web page link. Paper copy handed out at back to school night to every family and student. Community members can access online anytime through the web page. Some changes and recommendations that I have. One suggestion that I have could be to improve our student handbook is to create a committee that is solely focused on the student handbook. Like I said, our team that updates this every year, there's no consistency, and this varies from year to year. That can cause issues within its own. I think the team of teachers that assist in this process can change, but I feel like the core team, the principal, assistant principal, administrative assistants, needs to probably stay the same. I feel like this team could be more effective if that were the case. My last suggestion would be that when we list out our student or our staff information, I feel like it is important to put classroom phone numbers on there. That way we don't have parents and community members and families searching through our webpage to find that information. It can all be right here in the student handbook. So, thank you for watching. We went over the summary, the major sections of the handbook. We had two, and then we talked about the three main components of our handbook. We then talked about how our handbook aligns with our district policy. We then discussed the people and the processes that goes into updating our handbook annually. We also then talked about how we share our handbook and how we advertise our handbook to all stakeholders. We lastly talked about some suggestions and recommendations that I feel like could make this team and this handbook more effective each year for our community members, family members, students, and staff. Thank you.